Good evening. It's an honor to be here speaking to you. Tyler, I thank you and the York County GOP for allowing me to be here. It's an honor. Thank you, York County GOP, for taking a stand for conservative values. Thank you for that. You're an awesome group of patriots. It's an honor to belong to the York County GOP. Again, thank you. I have an introductory question for you. Who is the government in South Carolina?
We are.
My dad asked me that a long time ago and I didn't know how to answer him. I remember I hesitated, but he said, "Son, you are the citizens of this country and you are the government." And we thank you that we are the government. We got to remain the government, be involved and get involved in this next election and stay involved with righteous legislation. We are a democratic republic and we elect people to represent us. We need to ensure that we are being represented by elected officials. And I think we are in this county. I'm really happy with what we're doing in Washington and in Columbia. And we thank you for your participation, listening to your constituents, and also voting for conservative values. We thank you for that. We declare that the United States and South Carolina have righteous government at all levels. That starts at the school board, goes to the county, goes to the cities, goes to the states, and goes to the Congress. All levels, righteous government. The Fort Bell Oak Initiative seeks righteousness and justice in all 7 mountains of society: education, media, government, arts, church, business, and family. How about righteousness in the media? How are things being reported to you? Where do you get your news? How do we change that? How do we get fair and righteous and accurate news? On the internet? On the telephone? ABC, NBC? You know better. Anyway, we need to straighten that out. What is the definition of righteousness? It's acting in a virtuous manner. Morally right. We got to go back to morals and get this country rolling. In Washington, every level.
That's right.
I think we agree with that. Righteousness, character. Key mandates of our Fort Bell Oak Initiative chapter. What do we do? We stand for the election of righteous political candidates, the passage of righteous legislation, pro-life legislation, pro-marriage, the protection of our natural environment, creation care, liberty and justice for all races, fair taxation at all levels, fair taxation at all levels. Righteous education policy, which reaches the classroom, right down to the classroom. We want the money going down to the classroom, going down to the teachers. That's one of our mandates. We support school vouchers, righteous curriculum, competition, and homeschooling. We support fair regulation policies for business, and this includes environmental protection based on sound and ethical science. We support religious freedom. We support fair and righteous immigration policy. That's a big one, Ralph. Immigration, big time. We're going to hear about that. We do not like chain migration. We'd like to see that corrected. I know you would too. Also the lottery. How about the Visa lottery situation up there? We want to take care of Americans first, and that's you out there, the taxpayer. We also support the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and that includes the Second Amendment. And I know they're hammering on gun control. It's big time. Please take a look at our website, theoakinitiative.org, for more information on this oak. Now, I have a lot of stuff. I don't know how much time you have me talking, but how much time I got left? I don't want to. 5 minutes? Okay, I'm going to go to something here. I was going to talk about, I'll read an article in the paper about the retention of teachers. Why should I be a teacher? I know Ray works with education. She wants to retain teachers. But if you can't pay me and I can't have discipline in the class, why should I teach? We need to get prayer back in the classroom. Character training at every level. Character training even through your college classes. Character. When they come out of college, it's character. It's honesty. America needs character, or we're not going to make it. You know that, but we're very, very adamant about that in the Oak Initiative. The Fort Mill Oak Initiative supports the personhood bill legislation. We were down there. We've been down there for all the hearings. Which is active. You know, it's active right now. It just now cleared the Senate Judiciary Committee. And I guarantee you, those debates were very interesting. It was total chaos. By the grace of God, that thing came out of committee. Yes. And it's going to go to the Senate floor for, hopefully, debate and hopefully passage. We got to pass this thing. America has blood on its hands. We've killed 60 million and more. And it's an amendment to the Constitution which changes the definition of life at fertilization. This also is known as conception. Yesterday or Tuesday when I was at the hearings, some of the people that were in the hearings, not on our side, did not know the definition of fertilization or conception or a zygote. It was really bothersome to me that what are they teaching them in the schools? I'd like to see them teach some sound science, ethical science. Anyway, fertilization, this is a life with unique DNA. Unique DNA. All of us have unique DNA. Praise the Lord. The 14th Amendment states that all citizens born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States, where then they reside, and the state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities or citizens of the United States. No shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process. That calls for life. It's protected by the 14th Amendment. This is important. This will eliminate legal abortion in the state of South Carolina. This could be a prototype for the whole nation. Is this a challenge to Roe versus Wade? Yes, it is. It'll probably end up in the Supreme Court after we pass this bill. I'll be glad to go up there and support our people. And on some of you younger people, you guys, you're going to carry the torch. We need life. We need to get active. It's going to probably go to the Supreme Court. It's time to quit killing innocent babies. It's time to make a difference. I looked at the South Carolina Republican platform, your platform. The platform mimics the personhood bill here in South Carolina. It mimics it. It says the same thing. They support life. As stated on page 9 of the South Carolina Republican platform, the South Carolina Republican Party stands for the legal recognition of the right to life. I believe this is paramount in getting this bill passed in South Carolina. You can read the platform. It mimics the personhood bill. Thank you, South Carolina Republicans. It's time to pass the bill. The governor says he'll pass it. Lieutenant Governor Kevin Bryant, they back this thing. And we're Republicans. This should be a slam dunk. Slam dunk. For some reason, it's not a slam dunk. We challenge you people that have contacts with other people in the state to get these people on board to pass this bill. The time is now. The governor will sign it. And we're really happy about what happened Tuesday, but we got to follow through all the way through this thing. And how much I got? 30 seconds. Okay. We've had a lot of patience in trying to get this bill passed, but it's time for action. And your clarification, this bill is not an attack on women. This bill allows for protection of the mother and baby using medical standards. This bill does not take away from fertility treatments. And this bill does not ban contraception. And an increase in adoption services and opportunities is one helpful solution for the mothers who cannot take care of this. And again, thank you so much for allowing me to speak here. But if you want to get involved in some of this stuff with the abortion issue, come to one of our Fort Mill Oak Initiative meetings on Tuesday evenings at Morning Star in Fort Mill, 7 p.m., Grand Cafe. Pray that the Personhood Act is passed in South Carolina. Get your pastors involved in pushing for righteous legislation. Your churches involved, big time. One other thing. Ralph Norman is doing the job that we hired him for. I also belong to Heritage in Action. He has got a good rating there. He is conservative. He backs his word. He votes the way we want. He might miss one or two, but let me tell you something. He is doing his job, and we got a campaign for this man and all conservative people that are running in the ticket this time, or you're going to be right back where you were or worse. We need to get together and ensure our voice is heard in all the races. And we thank you people that are elected to have the guts to go out there and vote conservatively. And God bless you. Thank you. Here we are.